Today I'm going to show you one of the most requested things that we get on stream. We are always asked, how do you make money on Roulette? And where I can't actually guarantee you making money, I can give you the best chance. So today I'm going to show you my strategy, hopefully win some money. We do have $500 to start, so if you are excited for this video, go ahead and click the like button, also subscribe for more strategies, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so like I said, we are starting with $500. We do have a $90 bet, which I will explain in a sec why we do the bet, why we play the numbers that we play. You can change it to whatever seems fit with you. If you have favorite numbers, you can basically just flip it. And unfortunately for me, as I've came into the wheel, we see a 14 has just landed. That is actually our jackpot number. So let me explain quickly what we go for here. We play heavily on the offline side of 20, 14, 31. We always play the neighbors there, and we play the neighbors on the 34 and 17. So basically, we're going for those numbers I just said, and then a lot of the other numbers, I'll put it on screen, the exact bet that we do if you do want to replicate it. But essentially, it's just made to build money back, as in, you aren't losing on a spin, you give yourself the best chance, and you're just going for the jackpot numbers. We don't care about this 22, that's, as you see, basically money back. A lot of the numbers, I'm pretty sure anything around 0, 28 to 26 is basically money back. I know 3 has 350, and I think 12, yeah, 12 is, no, 12 isn't profit, sorry. But we just have these numbers dotted about, just so if it does hit a dodgy bounce, then we have a better chance of not winning if we don't hit what we're going for. So 29 is our death number. If you're ever in our stream, kick.com/DGEN, by the way, you will know that 29 is the bane of our lives. There's 29, number 2, and number 4. There's not many things in life that tilt me more than a number 29. 4 is up there, but I'd rather take a 29 over a 4. So the plan was to do 5 spins, but I guess if we last longer, I'm going to try and go to maybe $1,000. But then if I go to 0, there's not much point of releasing the video because it won't have worked. But since it works every single time, you don't have to worry about that. Also, if you want to play where we are playing, we are on Rollbit. You can join through our Discord link. That misses as well. You can join through our Discord link though. All the links to the website is there. How you can sign up, how you're allowed to play, and the benefits of playing on the website. I would love to see you there. Also, the Discord, we're always gambling in there every day. We watch the football, we watch the UFC. So if you just want a place to hang out, go ahead and join that. I would appreciate it. Okay, so I think that's... we came in at 11. So you've done 3 spins. 1 has hit money back, which isn't ideal, but we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 numbers that don't hit. Obviously, there's 37 on the wheel. So we are getting, for lack of a better word, fucked at the moment. But like I said, we're either going to 0 or we're going to 1,000, and we'll class that as a loss, is what we'll class firstly before anything else. I can't even remember what I was going to say now. It usually doesn't go like this, but the way the bet is set up, it can afford to happen. Like, you see, I've missed 3 times in a row. All it would take now is one of the jackpots to hit. So by jackpots, I mean 1, 14, 20, 31. So for example, 14 would be 300 and something. I can't be bothered to do the exact maths, but you get the idea. It's not really high risk, but it is high reward because it lets you sesh for a long time. I know you're probably thinking, well, not really because you've lost 3 in a row, but you will see 31 land right now, and that will prove my point. Never mind, it's a back-to-back 15. No. Now, like that meme, we've all seen the meme. 99% of gamblers quit before their next big win. So I could leave now with 140. But I'm not going to do that because I believe in the bet. We do only have 50 left, but I will show you what to do in the situation of being below a repeat. And also I would like to go on record and say that I've never played with this dealer before. I have a strong connections with certain dealers, and they know what I need to hit when they see me on the board. But since I haven't hit anything yet, I don't think she knows it's me. Oh, she tried to hit the back-to-back-to-back 15, but unfortunately she couldn't. I would guess that she has a boyfriend sat at home who's playing on Zero Section. But it's not over yet, just like that KSI song. This is what I do on the last chance. I go to the twos, and I only play the jackpots. And if this hits, you back up to 200. If it loses, well, you've lost, and stop gambling, because you will lose. Knowing my luck, though, it's probably going to end in 12 or 3, which would have been a little bit of profit and money back. You see, it just takes 1, and now you're back up to 144. Pardon the pun, it just takes 1. We would have took 20, we would have took 14, but we wouldn't have took 16, so let's not complain and carry on here. Now we can go back to the original bet. And what you can also do is when you have this, if you don't want to do a last hurrah spin, you can also just stack the jackpot numbers there. That's what I like to do. It isn't tilting, it's called calculated. So what you have to think about when you play roulette is, you have to account for the bounce. So what I've done there is account for the bounce. So you'll see, I accounted for the bounce. And as you will look at the wheel in slow motion, it hit off the 33, which I accounted for. So that's why I increased the bet. I accounted for the bounce. And never forget that. That's the most important part of playing roulette. Always account for the bounce. And now we can go back to session. We have 3 spins of this. But another rule on roulette, obviously I don't make the rules, I only follow the rules. You can just scale it. You can double down. Because guess what? As you double down, it's still money back if you hit the numbers that you want to hit. That's why this bet is so good. And I know you've watched me lose for the past 5. But I've won the last 2. And you know what they say about things that come in 2s? They come in 3s. That's money back. So I would class that as a win. So that's 3 wins in a row. It's a proven tactic at the moment. It's 180. So yeah, at the top here, it doesn't really... This is strictly money back if you hit a tier number. The only profitable numbers are down next to this Wazen's Zero Section. I think it's... Sorry, oh no, 34's in offer lines, 12 pairs profit, 3 pairs profit. I don't know if 35, yeah, 35 pairs. I don't think it goes as far as 28. Yeah, so it's between 12 and 26. No, 12, 35, 3 is the other profitable numbers. Speak of the devil. 35, sorry. I don't know if I said 35, but that is profit. The only place on the wheel that is kind of guaranteed death is around this 2 to 32 area. Because when you get there, it can't really bounce that far to go all the way back up to the top. But if it bounces on tier, I don't mind that because it can bounce out either into 20 or 17. I would love a dealer change right now. There is a lady that we like to call Egghead. One day I hope you'll meet her because she's really, really nice. There's another one called Mira. That's money back as well. So that's what I meant about tier. When it bounces, if it bounced around tier where it's landed into, that's kind of what you want. But that 16 is... That can push a man over the edge. There's been many times that I've been playing 20 on like $2,000 spins and it's landed in 16. And I know it's stupid. You're probably saying, why wouldn't you play it if it's a neighbor of 1? But since it's fucked me once, I can't bring myself to allow it to ever make me money again. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. But am I really stupid though? Because it... See, I thought that was 31, and now I'm going to teach you another rule of gambling. It's called never pre-cum. So I would have had 15 on 31 there, but since I pre-cummed, That was the only reason it went out. It wasn't physics, it wasn't magnets, it was simply because of that I pre-cum. So the next time it's going near my numbers, you'll see, I'll show you a tutorial on pre-cum. If I don't pre-cum, it should stay inside of the numbers that I need. What's her name? Victoria. Come on, Victoria. Do it for me here. Bounce back. Keep going. I don't want to talk about it. See? That's another rule of gambling. It's called manifestation. It's called the curse. It's called the jinx. When you mention something, I'm sure I have cameras, microphones in my room that go immediately to this immersive roulette wheel. Evolution Gaming has rigged my setup, and I need us to start a revolution against it. Because every time I mention 16, I mention 4, I mention 2. See, I've done it again. So now it's going to be 2. But they haven't accounted for the bounce. That's going back to the other rule that I mentioned earlier. The 2 will bounce. It will go into 36 here, then bounce again into 20. So it's simple maths. Once you have the equations set in stone, you can't lose. So just like I said, it happened. The exact thing that I said would happen, happened. Win 14 there. That's the jackpot number. And I'm so glad that I can show you that. We are now in profit 220. It's a proven method. But there is one last rule that I must teach you. And it's called never leave on a win. And since we are only 40 above now, we're going to go for the back-to-back. Because why wouldn't we? We are in total profit. If we hit this again, it's going to send us way above 1,000. So it's all about mathematics, it's all about physics, and it's all about biology. And by biology, I mean you have to smell out, you have to sniff, use your senses to sniff out the back-to-back. See, 7. That is not profit or money back, but it would have been. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I didn't have put that extra 40 on, that's profit, so it counts. That counts. I don't make the rules, I just follow the rules. Now we will go back to the 180. Let's hope this hit. This can still put us 1 off. Hit 1,000. We need 2 in a row here. Let's see the hot numbers. So maybe I can put into action what I was sniffing out. So yeah, 16 and 31 are called. So what will happen now is, you do this. You smell the wheel. And although I've already placed a bet, I have the info in my mind for the next spin. So this one should bounce around the 10 area. As you see it, right in on the 10. And I accounted for the bounce perfectly. You see it in slow motion. Look. Bounced in at exactly on 10. I accounted for the bounce. It's very important. I'm reiterating myself so you get it in your head. You always have to account for the bounce or you will lose. We're 250 up now. 250 and 2 cents up, actually. And I'm going to do the thing again, what I always told you. Play with profit. Losing profit never hurts anybody. And remember, take these 2s off and stack the other numbers. Don't remove the 5s because we're also playing for alleged money back, so let's just hit these jackpot numbers and get us out. Let's do a quick heist. Straight into number 31 for me. But the thing is, we do take 21 because it's right in between 4 and it's in between 2. It's not money back. It is only 180, but like I said, I was playing with profit. Could have been 2, it could have been us, and I would have been depressed. I might have rage bet. Let's stick with this. Maybe let's do 90s. But like I said before, sniff it out, use the biology. And I'm feeling it. That's all you have to do. If you're feeling it, play it. If you're not feeling it, then play it also. What will this take us to? This will get us about... Oh no, so if we hit 31, 14 or 20, we'll be past the £1,000 mark. That one's a very big miss. Back-to-back 21, we take that. Absolute money back. So now I'm going to go back to the logic I was using before. So you see the last 15. The last time she hit a double, I believe it was 15, right? It was 15. And then she hit a 32, which was right next to it. It was to the right. So now when she's hit 21, what you want to do is know that she's going to hit 4. So you're going to wait. It's very important to wait here. Don't give them a chance to know that you're in. Spin, 1, 2, 3, then place it. It's called the snipe. And there's a rule with evolution. It takes about 7 to 8 seconds for your bet information to go to the dealer with the magnets. So now you'll see she avoids the 4, and she bounces all the way back into 28. So that's how I avoided the 4. See, she tried, but since I wasn't on it, me alone, she didn't hit it there. I'm teaching you all the strats you need to win. You will never lose at roulette if you follow my exact advice. And I will even prove it to you now. You may be thinking I'm getting lucky. Well, if I was lucky, why would I do a 360 bet? Ask yourself that. If I wasn't absolutely certain that 31 wasn't going to land here, why would I place it? But I wasn't nervous, I was just joking, and that's the next rule. Never let the wheel know your next move. So it thought I had accepted the loss there, and it was going to go in 0. But since I said I was nervous, it wants to keep me in, so I rage bet again. Which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to go back to the 180s. And then she's going to miss, and I'm going to repeat it and double up. We call that the rim job. Let me tell you why it's called the rim job. See, it didn't show me in slow motion. We call it the rim job because it goes around the wheel and it defies gravity and physics by going around the wheel so much. I think that did 3 cycles there. So you may be thinking, what does that mean if it does 3 cycles? So that means what you do is you click 1, 2, 3. Remember, it's all about mathematics in this game. And then you just stack your jackpot numbers here. You always go down to an even number. Our even number is going to be 200. But it's the same premise all the way through. You're going to sesh this $90. You can even scale it to 360 just for your bet size. All you have to do is just click it multiple times. But we don't have to worry about that. Why? Because we've just hit 19. See? That's a pre-cum. And it would have been money back. Actually, it wouldn't have. But it would have been close to. That's a 15. That's not good. So now I believe this is the final rule of roulette. It's called the tilt bet. Hold on. Okay, that's a big girl. That must mean a big number. So we're not going to play for money back here. We're going to hope for the one and done. See if we can pull this off with a big Viking. We call her the Red Lip Viking in the stream. Again, if you would like to stop by the stream, see us spinning thousands on roulette every day. Kick.com/DGEN. That's not good. That is not good at all. So you see, today we didn't win. However, it wasn't my fault. And let me tell you why. Because I got mixed signals from the dealer. But you understand the premise, because that would have been money back. But now we do the best part of roulette. We now see what would have hit. This is tradition. It has to be done. Because surely, now that I'm out, it wouldn't hit 14, it wouldn't hit 20, and it wouldn't hit 1, and it wouldn't hit 31. Okay, it didn't hit 14 or 20, it didn't hit my jackpot number, so I am not upset about that. Am I upset about losing $500? I am. Could I have cashed out 720? Yes. But then that wouldn't have made you feel good about yourself. You always come to videos to watch someone lose. You want to see the reality of gambling, and the reality is you will lose unless you sign up to Roulette through our DGEN Discord link. It will be in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.